What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another trade review video. And this time, hopefully, this is my last video. I recorded my last video with no audio. I was busy, but let's get right into it. So, coming into the day, we are starting to see lower prices going into the day. We're trading at this 4-hour inefficiency currently. And I did want us to trade into this inefficiency sooner, but we didn't get it. Once I seen this up close candle on the 4-hour, I expected us, the news driver, which was at 10 a.m., to take us into these relative equal highs, but we didn't get that, unfortunately, and that's fine. We didn't get that, and now we're seeing lower prices. So we made our high. I believe this could be a high for the week, but it is NFP week, so to be mindful of these levels, because we're leaving behind certain levels for the week. Like last week, we left behind this level, no wick here, and currently we have no wick up here. So I do want to be mindful of that. We took out a lot of these highs, and currently ES is trading at all-time highs. So let's take a quick look at a side-by-side view of ES. So this is ES on the daily, and you see we took out its previous all-time high, and we're currently at all-time highs for ES, but we can't say the same thing about NQ. So NQ still has a way to go before reaching all-time highs, and it's important to be mindful of that. If we were to see higher prices or all-time highs on NQ, I would want to see this daily fair value gap hold. If we start seeing closures below it, then potentially I would want to see it start trading lower. But as long as we stay above this daily fair value gap, that would be ideal for me. And even here, we had this fair value gap formed on ES. So if we trade back down into here, and we could potentially see higher prices, anything below, any daily closes below or 4-hour closure, let's say we have one day where we close at the midpoint, and if we see any speed on the 4-hour on a situation like that, then we could potentially see lower prices. But for now, we need to assume that price is still trying to go higher, and we're just retracing. This is just a retracement for the moment. So I didn't get the initial retracement, and I assumed after this 4-hour closure, we would trade into these relative equal highs, but we didn't get that, and we have no wick on this 4-hour candle. So I'll zoom in on it, and you can see I'm zooming in just in case. Sometimes the wicks will be so small, you have to zoom in extra, but you can see there's no wick at the top of this candle. So it is NFP week, important to be mindful. We could see higher prices. And let's see the range relative to this week, because this week we just started running higher. Let's delete this. This week we just started running higher and no real retracement. So this was Friday. This was Monday's trading. So this is where we are currently, and just want to be mindful of price entering here. We might not get this 50%, and that's okay. We just got to be mindful and nimble of that. And it is NFP week. We could see a quick spike, start trading higher. Anything could happen. We can't rule out anything really. But I did want to see us trade into this 4-hour inefficiency. So my trading, I did take this nice short during London session, and we had this nice run to the midpoint of the new day opening gap. Didn't trade below it. I wanted us to see us trade to take out these lows and trade into the 4-hour inefficiency, but we reversed and started going higher. And we didn't have for example, right? We don't have any wicks here. And you see how price did end up ultimately returning even after we took out these intraday highs. So price ultimately did return, and now they're targeting the downside. So that's something to make noteworthy of. price likes to return back to these wicks. How soon? That's always to be determined, but it's important to be mindful of these things. And of course, be in a moment also, because these were some nice long attempts, but I wasn't looking to go long until after 9:30. I wanted to see us try to take out these relative equal highs. And really 10 o'clock did it. I tried to see if we could take out the relative equal highs, but we didn't get it. And I reached my limit for the day, so I was just like, you know what? Let me just, we gotta shut it down for the day. So I'm just gonna show my executions and then we'll be done for this video. Nothing too crazy to go over. So like I said, this first short attempt, this was really nice short attempt. This should have been, honestly, this should have been a trade for the day. We started trading higher and I attempted to go long here. So these were the longs. So I have two long attempts and then everything else was short attempts. So short, stop out, break even, stop out, and then all of these were stop outs too. So these long attempts, I could have had a better attempt honestly had I taken the setup at the first presented fair value gap. This would have given me a better risk to reward, or just honestly just respect this. But all in all, that's all for my executions for the day. And until next time, love.